In 1991, the city of Pleasanton relocated the corporation yard from the old wastewater treatment facility on Sunol Boulevard to a completely new Operations Services Center on Bush Road. As part of the new campus, a Scada Room was incorporated into the water building that would support the water system and eventually all the sewer operations of the city. Scada is an acronym for Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition, and is a control system used industry-wide for just about any manufacturing process that needs to be remotely monitored. Over the last 30 years, technology and processes have changed to the point that the once state-of-the-art room was now in desperate need of a complete overhaul. The first step in a remodel of this size is to create a set of working drawings that will guide everyone involved with the project. Every detail of the work is laid out, so all the trades know exactly what's expected. The work began with removing the old server closet that was added into a restroom at one point in time. The removal of the closet allowed us to return the restroom to its original size and bring the room up to the current ADA code. This work was carried out ahead of the main room remodel, so the disruption to operations could be kept to a minimum. Once the restroom was complete, the operations of the current Scada Room were moved out to the open break room area for the duration of the work. After everything was moved out of the room, demolition could begin. From the ceiling down, just about everything was removed. This gave us access behind the walls and above the ceiling to remove all the outdated or disused items and install all new infrastructure that should take us another 20 years into the future. As part of the demo, the old steel frame windows were removed and the opening shortened to allow construction of the new server room. One of the main goals of the remodel was to construct a climate-controlled, sound-rated server room to house all of the new equipment. The room needed to be large enough to allow access on all sides of the rack and have room to grow in the future. The main electrical panel in the room was overtaxed and outdated for its purpose, so a new modern sub-panel was installed with plenty of room for expansion. The entire electrical distribution system was replaced to prevent any artifacts from the past from becoming a problem in the future. To give the room a more inviting feeling and to allow for better lighting locations, a soffit was constructed all around the room. In addition to the soffit, 2 corners were constructed to frame the center workspace and to help focus your attention to the main Scada screen. The HVAC unit was raised to allow for greater ceiling height, which adds to the visual interest of the room. Once all the work was complete behind the walls, drywall was reinstalled and the walls were floated out to a level 5 finish. After the room was painted, a new drop ceiling was installed 6 inches higher than the original, and the fire sprinklers were modified to fit into the new ceiling layout. Once the majority of the work was complete, the cabinets and countertops were installed and the new carpet went in. A custom fabric wall covering was constructed on the rear wall to help with reflected sound and to give the room a softer look. The large flat screen monitor and smartboard were installed, the furniture was moved in, and all the lighting details were completed. The new Scada Room is now complete and ready for another 20 years of service.